Not confident, but I see it working. I think I'd still favor Thunder Predator. I think their team fight's great. But if S4 manages to save up, and then the path for Alliance with an offlane out isn't too difficult. I still think the lineup of Thunder Predator is going to run down, play fast, force team fights early once they've gotten their level 6 spikes, and try to shut down the Alchemist. But I think there's some ways for Alliance to play into it. It's not like the last time we saw it with T1 where Ag's rush for a Slark just didn't feel impactful. It will feel impactful on a Monkey. It will feel great for the Ember to have all those remnants up and just running around and being all over the map. There is some high impact there, but I think Thunder Predator, if they play their pace right, should be a lot easier to pull off this straightforward draft. MNZ on a hard carry. You've got aggression coming out with Tusk and Phoenix, so you can really get a lot of work done if you're not careful.
Who's running right into the triangle. FNG's going to spot him out. Moves almost taunting him to come forward as he dropped his boots there for a second. Other team going to engage yet. I think Alliance with their draft, they're not really interested in trying to go for an early first blood, naturally, because you are fighting into a Tusk and an Ursa for that matter, and it can be very painful. They may be forced into it though, because Thunder Predator are patiently waiting for their opportunity. You can see MNZ on the low ground behind the tree, just trying to stay out of vision of Alliance. But it's going to be really up to Moose to try and break the gap and get the tag team off if they really want that first blood. And S4, is he going to go for this? FNG, he'll move in. S4, he's going to try and move immediately, trying to find a target, but no, they're going to turn right back around. The Earth Spike, the Boundless is out. Moose is the one in trouble, but a nice shots out from Moose will make sure they cannot capitalize. FNG, he's still having a gander, trying to look for that pesky Tusk. Get some damage out onto MJ's before he does back off. And at the least for Alliance, even if they do miss out on the first blood, they will force out some salve usage.
And not only that, but you force the Tusk to go level 1 shards. Not the best spell in laning phase, so you're going to take away some of that potency that the Tusk provides level 1. You set up your lanes quite nicely. The initial lane for Alk versus Ursa is actually not too bad for Alchemist. You've got Hanskin can stand back, spam the Earth Spike out. The minus armor and acid spray makes it hard for MNZ to just hold and right click down, and because they expend Fire Spirits, MJZ has no way of relieving that pressure until it's back up, and even then, look at Hanskin. He's just constantly harassing out the Phoenix anyway.
You always like to point this out to me, but you do enjoy the Lion harassment. His damage is a little bit lower than the Phoenix. Of course, the Fire Spirits is going to make it quite rough for him to actually be able to trade right clicks with MJ, but it won't matter. At least for now, Hanskin, he's going to be just fine to stay alive. And with that, John, we'll have a look over to the mid lane where you do see Lim up against Leo style. The Ember vs Puck matchup, not necessarily too bad for the Ember. We used to see this quite a bit a long time ago, but it is Puck, and in the current meta, it does feel a bit too strong. And I dare say Leo style should have a slight advantage in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, you have more uptime for the Puck to clear out the wave, whereas for the Ember Spirit, playing with Flame Guard, it's 35 seconds every level, and initial Magic Absorb, it just bursts down from the Puck, so you have to watch when you use that spell to clear out the wave. Leo style should be able to take control easily, but Limp shouldn't lag too far behind. It's not an easy lane for the Ember, and there is a reason why this here has faded out, so we'll have to wait and see. Power Rune's important for both sides. Puck has an easier time accessing them, but gives us a chance to look at those other side lanes. Up top, Frank, already pretty darn deep and trying to apply some harassment. Not very easy to harass out in Abaddon, +1. Right, the shield just keeps you alive for so long. You've got the heal that can come out. Nico Baby's just given a lot of space to farm up. And because they start with shards, Moose has to go for that pull, get some EXP for himself, has to play a bit greedy to get themselves rolling with his dual lane. So already a great start for Alliance, and it's all from forcing the ice shards out for Moose early on.
Definitely was a pretty big boost for them on the side of Alliance. Moose will hit that level 2 timing now, so at least he does have the tag team, but you get to that stage where you feel like it might already be too late, at least with a level 1 tag team, is Nico Baby, he's sitting at level 3. Uncontested, freely farming, having a great time in the safe lane. And they might just turn now. Moose is being chased down again. He's going to try and pull the creep wave, but of course they are going to be able to aggro the large cap. Alliance denying that off. Moon's going to try and now turn back around onto FNG. The shards block, the swashbuckle with the tag team. It's not going to be enough. The Abaddon, even at level 1, is proving to be a little bit too tanky for Thunder Predator.
And that's going to be an issue. Nico Baby, because of this, he can still stay in. FNG still has a shield. He's got Mangoes to refresh as well. Has the level 2 up, so Mistcoil or the Curse of Avernus could come out.
Then, he really went far for that. Limp, I guess he just assumed he was already gone and he just accepted the fact that he was dead. Leo Style, though, gets the first blood in the mid lane, and that was a solo kill. So all the XP his way. That'll give him a level advantage and a very fast level 6 timing at this rate.
Yeah, and it's pretty well timed. The power runes up. Fortunately, FNG was there to snipe it, so Leo Style doesn't get a refill. But having level 6 faster than Limp is going to be big. Like, the Ember needs the remnants up to really start to apply pressure on other lanes to get free bottle refills for himself. You just don't have that utility without it.
MJ's trying to go after S4. He might just get him the Fire Spirit damage. He gets the kill onto the offlane out basically on his own. Hanskin will at least be able to trade their lives. But it's not favorable whatsoever for Alliance. And now top lane, FNG going to be in danger. Thunder Predator just trying to keep up the aggression in both side lanes. And so far we end up in a 2-1 slight net worth lead for Thunder Predator.
And you'd love to see it. They're not stopping. They're getting some hits off onto Frank, but not quite enough to really gap close just yet. And considering the situation, Thunder Predator 2-1, going into the 5-minute mark, trying to get to his power runes, bounty runes as well, sets themselves up nicely. In fact, they find 3 for their trouble, so already having a great time there.
Hanskin, he's going to be fine. It looks like the Fire Spirit will be juked out. S4 now, he's going to try and turn back around with the unstable concoction. Does get it in the acid spray. It's going to be a lot of damage, but MNZ now threatening with his own body. Ooh. MJ still being chased down. A very nice earth spike there from Hanskin. Just on the edge, but MNZ, he might still punish S4. Stun is being channeled up. S4 going to turn around underneath the tier 1 tower. And MNZ not feeling confident enough to keep going. He has left S4 on very low HP. S4, he's going to stick around with the acid spray, playing with fire. The bears don't like poison jump. And S4, he's going to be just fine.
Yeah, just gets to ride through. He's going to need a reset coming in. Does not have a salve actually on hand, so is playing a bit risky. Should give an opportunity for Thunder Predator to abuse that, but there's no TP here as well from MJZ. He's walking back in the lane a bit slower to get the refresh off. You do see down mid, there was a bit of movement out here from Moose, but they can't really find the angle. Limp has level 6 now, so that early advantage for Leo Style not really abused too much by Thunder Predator, and once you have level 6 on Ember, the lane becomes a lot more manageable. You can dodge out, you can try to go to the side lanes to find some kills with your burst, and that could be something that Limp starts to consider. Perhaps start to eye that Ursa, try to lock him down and prevent him from getting that early Battle Fury timing.
They're trying to actually set up here onto Nico Baby. Moose not able to really find an opening to go on with the tag team. Oh, looking back, S4, he does have the Chemical Rage and does pop it immediately, but MNZ, he's having a look, trying to find where this Alchemist has gone. S4 now, much healthier, will show himself. Even with the phase boots up, it looks like he's going to be quite confident to continue to stick around. Jay, he could try to harass him with the Fire Spirits, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Now slows him down with the Icarus Dive and MNZ. He's going to start the chase. 4 is going to be safe.
It's a good time to pull back. His Chemical Rage did fade away, and there is a bit of a rotation here from Thunder Predator. They had multiple heroes down bot, so a bit of wasted time for Leo Style. He was smoked up, doesn't really find a kill off. Maybe Hanskin stays a bit too long.
Yeah, he'll commit the coil. He just wants a nice easy kill on the puck. Still, Hanskin's going to make it a lot harder than it should have been. Leo Style going to continue the chase, however, with the orb, and he does get the kill.
Short-lived creatures.
Just in time for those 8-minute power runes, but Limp is going to try and bully him away from those power runes. Leo would have to commit an orb to try and break the gap. It looks like he's going to gamble and hope it's up top, or maybe not. He's fading Limp away, but it is actually going to be down bot. Leo does get the invis. That's a very nice bait with the orb to make Limp walk the other way. And and he just outclicks the Ember in the end.
Yeah, it's a nice little win for Leo Style. Already had a successful rotation, so you're going to be happy. Not too big of a deal for Limp. Hanskin does give him bottle refill down mid, but at TP, so he's not going to be lagging too far behind in the regen. You would want to see some activity come out from Limp now, though. He's sitting on the remnants. Maybe start to look at what lanes you can get aggressive with. Niku Baby is 6. He's got, you know, level 3 Jingu. He's got the Tree Dance up. Boundless Strike at 2. You could make a rotation up top if you want to. You could try to abuse the Ursa down bot as well.
Picking up top, Nico. Tag team activated. Swashbuckle was used a bit too early. But I do agree with your sentiment, John. You probably could start to make the rotation out towards that top side and maybe force some pressure off S4. But now they seem to be just satisfied with continuing the way these lanes are going. Perhaps once those 10-minute siege creeps spawn up, maybe that's about the time we'll see these mid movements start.
Yeah, it should be a good time to start to line up those pushes as well. Now, both sides don't necessarily have the best push. Alliance at the least has that Curse of Avernus eventually coming out from FNG, but Thunder Predator haven't really set up for a push draft in their own right. So not gonna be the quickest way to melt towers here, but they are just sitting some solid farm. Whenever you're playing against an Alchemist, whatever role it is, and you're still ahead in farm, it's always good news. You look at S4 though, he is rushing the Ags. So it's a Monkey Ags and Ember Ags potentially in play. Again, if he's allowed to build this without being killed off, it's going to be highly impactful for both of those heroes.
Yeah, Alliance just shows up. 4 just pushes up the mid lane. Power Rune is going to be at top, so Leo does manage to take it, and that is going to be a nice DD rune. In fact, he'll make the rotation down bot now. They want to start a fight with this DD. Limp needs to back. The Dream calls out. Leo, he does catch him, but do they have the damage? It looks like they just made, but the Swashbuckle doesn't land. They have the follow-up stun. Leo, he's moving in for more now. Onto FNG. But he won't dive the T1 tower just yet. A 1-for-1. They did lose the Ursa earlier on. They get something for their trouble, however.
And here's a fortification from Radiant.
Yeah, it's a sort of worthwhile. You don't want to drop your Ursa like that. Just want to save into the Battle Fury, buy space out to get that happening. But having the kill on the puck does mean Leo Style is going to get his Witchblade relatively soon, 100 gold off. Once you have that, the damage, the sustain for the puck to play with does get a bit ridiculous. Enables him to just be all over the map and start hunting even more and apply that pressure out that we need to see coming out here from the side of Thunder Predator. They've just kind of left S4 alone. They should know that the Alchemist is in that jungle. And he is only 2 parts away from the Aghanim, so you really have to be cautious about that. Again, Monkey Ag sub 20 minutes, Ember Ag sub 20 minutes with other items on top. It's going to be very dangerous to fight into for a Thunder Predator.
No, I do agree with you on that, John.
I think Dire's fortification will work, Dix.
Moose, he is going to invade the Dire jungle, but he's by himself. He's just trying to be a nuisance here towards S4. He's not really able to get much done, apart from soaking XP off the Alch. Definitely not the greatest of news. S4 will continue his free farm on the Alchemist, finally taking over the net worth graph. Thunder Predator, looks like they're going to head up top where Limp is going to be chased down by MNZ. Snowball is going to follow him down, but Moose, of course, can't catch the remnant of the Ember. They can pressure that top tier 1 now, however. They will be able to get it.
Yeah, it's a nice objective taken, not the fastest push, but as long as you throw the numbers up, you can get that done. They can start to secure the top jungle now. It's just that S4 has timed himself very well, already clearing out stacks in the triangle. And the Ags is 1 part away. 800 gold off. This camp is going to give him a lot more towards that Aghanims. And you start to worry and wonder who gets that first.
They ended up finding FNG in the Dire jungle. G trying to get some stacks off and, of course, protect any stacks that are made. Still not great news for Thunder Predator, however. I mean, you've already pointed this out, but they're looking for S4. They just can't find him yet. You're kind of resigned to the fact that S4 is guaranteed to have that first Axe timing at a decent time now. Back mid lane, they found FNG again. Earth Spike going to be nice from Hans, going to slow them down into the Boundless Strike. They bought enough time to allow the Abaddon to run. He's still being chased though, and the Swashbuckle going to be enough. They also lost Hanskin.
Oh, the Dream Quill.
Going to be in.
Yeah,
pressure for the mid-tier 1 might be there, but
Dire's middle tower
they
is
haven't got a push line up, so it's going to be a bit of a slow
Radiant's
process.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, if they landed a Dream Coil there from Leo style, they might have found a Phoenix, maybe even the Ember, but missing out that spell meant that the control was lacking. They're still making good use of this control up top. Battle Fury almost up for MNZ, but Alliance are looking to punish now.
Yep, straight on to Moose. Nico Baby already up with the Maelstrom. Stable Concoction out onto the Tusk. A nice easy kill there for Limp. Now though, can they deal with the Ursa? MNZ not interested in pursuing any further, and neither is Alliance. There's your ads. Who's getting it? It's gonna be the MK, it looks like. Nico will be the first priority.
Yeah, that's just so big. Giving your core a 4k item boost. Look at that. Suddenly Nico Baby's rated at 9.8k net worth just from that. And, well, Monkey Ags at 14 minutes with a Maelstrom. That is not fun times for Thunder Predator. That's going to be very hard to play into. And MNZ still needs to get the Battle Fury flown out. He's going to rush the Blink next. So at least with the Battle Fury, he can farm up. But you have to be very cautious as you approach these fights. You can look at the Lions. We've got Finger ready. They are smoked up here.
Yeah, they'd love the Ursa kill. They just need that instant Hex to fly out from Hanskin. MNZ is going to see it in time. Smoke broken. Run the other way. They can't quite catch him. Well, mid lane, Snowball is there. FNG again being picked up on that Abaddon. And Spore though with the stun, going to try and turn back around at that Limp. He's jumped in. A great Earth Spike into the finger, bump the egg. Protecting for now. They need to back off, but they got Leo style before they do. The Rolling Thunder is there, but is it going to be enough to catch out Limp? Not quite, but they'll get Hanskin. Now the remnants forward. Limp wants to keep going, but the Sunray is there from MJ. He's still going to go down, however, on the Phoenix. In Alliance, they managed to come out on top. Quite a dominant team fight. Even with a really nice egg, it just didn't matter. In fact, they found another. A triple kill out for Nico Baby.
They just catch out Frank. He couldn't quite TP home. Didn't have one on hand, so great punishment coming through. They hold on to their mid tower as well. Thunder Predator, they're trying to play aggressive as their lineup demands. It's just not lining up. They need to be able to isolate these heroes a bit better. Respect the Lion. Hanskin's Earth Spikes have been really big, holding them off there in the middle of these fights, and it has been costing them. Like, if Leo style didn't get hit by that, maybe he could have pumped up more damage to find at least one better kill there. But so far, Alliance are just playing this great. They're back to farming up. S4 is just sitting back, trying to get a blink. He's going to go for the initiation place on the Alp next. And that still has a lot of impact, especially since he finds this farm very easily.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Trying to get that mid-tier 1. Oh, that's a nice Hex out Hanskin. He's got the 8th lens out now, so he can catch out people with the Hex much easier. Nico Baby, stun. Gonna connect, but it's not going to be enough damage. But they'll force Leo back.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
S4. Actually, a Roshan was happening. MNZ does manage to get a nice quick Roshan. Now they go into the mid-tier 1 tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall. Dire's middle tower.
S4 does have a blink up, so he has a form of initiation for his team with that stun. But it looks like they are just going to forfeit that mid-tier 1.
Last long.
Yeah, it's a good objective to take for Thunder Predator. They do have the egg if they want to play ult.
MNZ getting it stunned. Be right. A real committal here from Alliance. Woke up, Thunder Predator. They want to go again. They're feeling confident. They have the blink. They have the Aegis on MNZ. Alliance, they may not be expecting this. Chains out, Hanskin, another great stun onto 2, into the Hex on the Ursa. Do they have the follow-up? MNZ, he's going to make a run for it, but they have got the Tusk under control, at least for now. Snowball is there in time. Maybe you find the Phoenix in with the egg to protect. It's a great egg, in fact. Leo, he's there with the Dream Coil now. He's caught out too. They're onto Nico Baby. He's going to pump his own BKB and try to run. In fact, he's going to make it. The Monkey's fine, but MNZ, he's not done yet. Wukong's command now to zone them out, or maybe just go back in onto MNZ and they get the first line. They should be able to find him a second time, but a quick blink out. MNZ, he's just fine. A 1-for-1, just support's going down. You did get the Aegis, so you'd have to argue Alliance did come out on top just slightly.
It's a big objective to take out. M&Z now not going to have the comfort of a second life to stand in front. They did manage to force the early BKB use out of Nico Baby though, so it's down to 9 seconds, still fairly long. Have to be careful about M&Z just running up.
Onto S4, it's a lot of damage, but he's got the stun there in time. Hanskin, always around for the follow-up. You can see Thunder Predator, they're starting to feel very confident and wanting to get much more aggressive. And I think that that's only going to become more of an issue for Alliance as the BKB is about to come out on MNZ.
Yeah, this is the right way to go for Thunder Predator. Keep applying pressure. Alliance want to take it a bit slower by building up farm on the Monkey, building up farm in the Ember. Even the Alk is trying to get some relevant items up. You can see S4 trying to save for the Solar Crest next, just becoming a buff beast for his team. They should be able to find a spot tier 1. It's at 150 HP, but that does give a lot of time for Thunder Predator to still keep working that top jungle. They've got the blink up now as well on Leo style. So the puck is a lot more slippery in these fights, and MNZ is just sort of allowed to keep shoving that top tier 2. As you mentioned, the BKB not too far off for Ursa. It's going to be a major power spike for him. And Thunder Predator right now, they just need to play around their ultimates. Play around Egg and Dream Coil. You have this really good Veil of Discord timing on MJZ. Use that to amplify the damage output and try to keep Alliance down. But Alliance, they're not going to sit back for this one.
They catch out first. With the Phoenix, heading to the triangle of the Radiant. Put out Leo style in the mid lane, so they know the puck's not around at the moment. Doesn't seem like Thunder Predator are aware. In fact, they're going to turn right back around with the Rolling Thunder. A double stun though, S4 with the chains out. They want to melt, but the Phoenix X there in time. And they're going to turn now Thunder Predator right onto Limp. They want the Ember, they'll get the Ember. Into S4, he's going to try and run. The Sun Rays out, the burn damage is so darn high. A great Earth Spike from Hanskin, but it's not going to prove to be enough. Nico Baby now comes in with the Wukongs, but they blink right out of it. In fact, they're going to re-engage. They want FNG dead, and they should be able to grab it. They'll ignore him for now. Onto Nico Baby, that's the big target. They want the Monkey King, but the BKB's in there in time, and that'll be enough. Or maybe not. Leo, he's back in after Hanskin with the Witch's Blade. A great dodge out with the phase shift, and he's going further. He's taunting them, John, in the T3 tower. He's just spamming voice lines.
Oh goodness. Confidence coming out from Leo style there. They managed to find every single kill. It looked good for Alliance at first. They get the jumps in, but that egg save coming out from MJZ. And this combination...
MNZ, it's going to be dangerous. They've got the chains, but he'll enrage it off. Rolling Thunder, Frank has a backup. Nico needs to be cautious. Snowball, where are they going? S4's looking for a stun target, but it's going to be himself. And Thunder Predator, they want out, but S4 is right back in with Limp. They found the Tusk. Walrus Punch is not going to be enough to save Moose, or maybe it is. Fire Spirit's out, slowing him down with the Dream Coil, the Boundless. Not going to land. S4 wants a stun target, but he's going to miss out a second time. Great disengage from Thunder Predator. Alliance, they're going to leave empty-handed.
A really great run around there from Thunder Predator. Great saves coming out from Moose. And this is the issue when you have a Tusk with Blink. When you're up against that, there are snowball saves to be worried about. There are easy ways for the Tusk to blink out. It's almost like a puck, right? Like snowball, it's like phase shift in a way, and orb wrapped into one. Dodge out damage, get the blink off, move around, and you have two heroes that run around like that. So Alliance have to focus down their control somehow. Hanskin needs a blink up. They need the Lion blink up to just get the Hex off on one of these slippery heroes, hammer in control, and get burst.
Moves, blink dagger in, they found FNG. Borrowed time immediately going to be expended. Snowball to stun him up. Boundless from Nico trying to turn around with the enchant in. They get the kill. S4 now with a nice stun out. He's got Frank. Rolling Thunder. Not able to come out, but they get the egg. And Nico Baby, he's going to die to Leo style. Now they can chase for more. Limp, he's in danger. With the silence out, they'll find another. It always looks like a great start for Alliance, but Thunder Predator, their counter initiation is just so on point.
They're very disciplined around playing around these cooldowns. The egg is always up in these big engagements. The Dream Coil didn't have to be expended from Leo style as well. And they just find that top tier 2. They clear out more control. Alliance, They have an Alk on the offlane, which means you don't expect it to be up on top, but you are 6k down. The Ags upgrade on the Monkey King is not cutting the differential anymore. They're going to need to find some way to bounce back in. Maelstrom still being saved up for by Limp. The Blink for Hanskin still about 700 gold away. A long time for a support to find that gold. And as far as build-up, like again, diverging into a more supporty kind of Alchemist, going into the Medallion, into Solar Crest, is useful, but at this point I just rush the Axe for the Ember and just hope for the best with that mobility on Limp.
Moose again, he's just all over the place this task, but this time he might actually die. He's gonna snowball. By a bit of time, great blink out, Moose. Oh my goodness, he actually makes it out. How much space has this task made? Hanskin will die in the meantime. S4 gonna jump in the Dream Coil, gonna force the self-stun. Now the Rolling Thunder back out. The coordination here for Thunder Predator. They'll save S4 for now though. He's gonna be alright. This Tusk, John, Moose, the space he's making this game, it's unbelievable. S4 gonna jump in again after Frank. They want the Pango dead. Moose is back in and make sure he stays safe. Go baby. Gonna have a target to go on. Tough times for Alliance so far. John, 6k net worth lead for Thunder Predator. It's not gonna feel great when you've got an Alchemist on your side.
No, I mean, again, it's an offlane Alk, so he did sacrifice 4k of his gold away. It's still not enough to really lift Nico Baby far enough to justify that investment. He is rushing the Scotty on the Monkey. That should help them with some of the sustain that's coming through from Thunder Predator. But the slipperiness of these heroes, again, Tusk is basically like Puck with that snowball. You can just snowball, avoid damage, blink away, and Moose is just really good with that timing. They get a scan off though, but they are smoked out around here inside Thunder Predator, but didn't really find a target, so Roshan is up.
They've got a target.
Be able to go into it.
Right into Roshan. Aghanim's there on Leo. Alliance, they do not want to fight into an Aghanim's puck right now, that's for sure. They might have to try, however. That's an Aegis cheese, and it's going down fast. Alliance, are they going to make it in time? It doesn't look like it. It's gone.
Let that be a lesson to you?
So disciplined here, Thunder. Right in, Nico Baby. Front line, Dream Coil is there. It's an Aghanim sent the Dream Coil. He wanted a Wukongs, but the egg is out, and now he's been stunned. He didn't realize the axe stun is a lot longer. Thunder Predator. Look at the shards out, John. The Rolling Thunder's going to bounce right back the other way. Onto Limp now. They want the Ember. In fact, never mind. They want S4, or maybe they want both. Why the hell not? They'll get the Ember first. S4 trying to run. The lucky shot out. Frank's got the control, the stuns are there, and that means S4's gone. A double kill out for MNZ. But John, the shards there from Moose to bounce the Rolling Thunder back through the team fight. It's spectacular play.
On the edge, just maximizing all of their spells. Not something you see too often, maximizing your shards with a roll, but when you have the opportunity, you can definitely play pinball around the enemy team. And Alliance, complete wipe out of the Roche, 10k up. Nico Baby, he did not expect the Axe there. They didn't manage to peek that out from Leo style. And your Monkey is now really starting to lag behind. 16k net worth, 1k behind Ursa. Sure, that's great, but that cost 4k of your Alchemist net worth to get you to that point in the Monkey King. You just don't have enough of the lead on the hero. The Alchemist as well, S4 has stalled out. He did manage to get the Solar Crest. He's trying to save for that next Aghanims. He needs that up stat to go onto Limp just so the Ember could really weave in and out a lot more in these fights.
Nico just trying to get that farm up on the Monkey. I have Scotty so close, he needs about 1k gold, and that would definitely help the side of Alliance. Yo. His rune going to be spotted by the sentry, realizing he's in danger, is going to blink away.
Bottom tower is under attack.
What else can you get on S4 here, on this Alk? He's farming up that next Aghanims, but does he have the time? Thunder Predator, they're coming back in. There's your stun, being channeled up, but Limp has been jumped already. The stuns are there, but he gets the Yules off in time. Frank not able to get the stun with the Rolling Thunder. Instead, they found S4. Coil off the mark. Hanskin still going to be chased down to the line, however. There's no getting out of this one.
Tower jacks.
A 2 for nothing.
Oh, and there goes
Back mid lane, they're still going. MNZ just by himself wants the fight. He gets the bash. The X out. Nico, he's just going to run with the BKB. Just get out of there. But a 14k net worth lead now for Thunder Predator. And there's a double damage rune for Leo Style as well. Amazing.
Yeah, it's all lining up here for Thunder Predator. Alliance, they had to play in a very specific way. They needed to have the Ags have impact here from Nico Baby, and it just isn't yet. He's down to 5 seconds on the BKB. Not good news. And that's because he went Maelstrom BKB. Just want to keep fighting. They found a couple of kills with it. But lately, it's all about been running away with a BKB, and it's never what you want to see when you rush it like that. Alliance, they still need a lot of space to farm back up. S4 really needs the secondary Ags to fly onto someone else. And there's not enough space for it. Like, every other core is still trying to find some farm. You've lost all your outer towers now. Thunder Predators still hold on to the Aegis for about a minute and a half. And you've got the Abyssal up on MNZ. So he's got the Blink, he's got the Abyssal, he can gap close. He's even saving up for the Daedalus. So it's all about burst damage here for the Ursa. And once he's on top of you, you're not going to live through most of that damage anymore.
Got the Eye of Skadi up on the Monkey King, but he's got no buyback gold, and now the team fight started. Moves again, just trying to make space. A Dream Coil going to be massive from Leo to hold them down. He gets a snowball in time. They can't kill this man. MNZ, he's in. Going on to Nico Baby. Look at the damage output. Meanwhile, Leo holding the backlines, making sure they can't help out their carry. Limp's going to die. They need to disengage Alliance. They can't fight into this. The Aegis is still up on MNZ. Everyone else is out. Nico, he can't afford to die. He does not have buyback gold. Thunder Predator, they aren't going high ground yet.
Oh man. It's such a massive issue when you can't kill off a Tusk. Like Moose, he's just in the middle of 3-4 heroes and just doesn't die. It's not like he has very tanky items as well. He has an Urn and Force Staff, that's it. They just don't have the initial burst on hand. I think if you want to make those plays, Hanska needs to just commit the finger. They just need to burst one down, get the numbers advantage, try to clean up afterwards. But even with the numbers advantage, with how far behind they are, they still have to be cautious on the side of Alliance. And Thunder Predator, looks like they might not get Aegis used out after all, does expire, but you do have some items flying in here. You still have the cheese, you've got the Crystallis on MNZ, Daedalus to follow, and once you have that, the Ursa's just gonna rip right through you.
It's a lot of damage with Daedalus for sure. 21k net worth lead. A very steep graph as top lane. S4 trying to farm up that Aghanim Scepter.
I was born to war.
He cannot tank the damage from MNZ any longer, but he needs to farm these Ags desperately. It's his job on the Elk. Just not able to get it done yet. However, mid lane heads out. They bounce Frank. They might find the Pangon. They do, but Lim was dropping low. Now the egg, just perfect positioning. They need to aim something. The Abyssal Blade to protect the egg. They can't get it in time, or maybe they can. Nico, he makes sure it goes down, but it might be the cost of his own life, and it will be. He does not have the gold to buy back. And Thunder Predator, if they realize, they might just go high ground, but it's going to be a 2-on-2 scenario. Leo and MNZ gonna have to take that tier 3 tower themselves. MNZ not looking too healthy, but he does have the cheese. They'll force out the glyph. In Alliance, they are gonna be able to hold. What a game one already from these two teams.
Yeah, they're just playing their hearts out here. Alliance finally finding that burst. Right, they get the finger off, they managed to get the numbers advantage, try to clean up. They overcommit for the egg. Nico Baby just trying to stand his ground to get that done. Again, with a fast 5-second BKB, it just doesn't last long enough for that damage. And now Thunder Predator, respawn's coming through. They could easily look for that reset. They've got the damage on hand. And Daedalus again for MNZ, just about 800 gold off. You know this guy just wants it until for that next fight. And once he has it up, boy oh boy, are you going to be regretting a lot of stuff in there.
Imp trying to farm a Shiva's Guard up. Any space they can get, they will take right now, Alliance. Who's actually going for the Aghanim Scepter build up himself on the Tusk.
Oh,
Time to kick some people, John. Oh, here we go. Heart's got a nice blink away. Chance actually on target. They will get vision. FNG meanwhile also being jumped. MNZ with the control. The bash is out. They'll hex up the puck at least. They'll hold him down. Wukong's is down as well. Maybe they can burst down Leo, but no, they cannot. He gets himself out. Alliance. They'll just stick on the high ground, but even with that buyback from FNG, they can't try to punish. It's still a 4v5. And there's your Daedalus now. That's a lot of damage on MNZ.
It's ridiculous. He's saving up for the Swift Blink next. If it lasts long enough where the Ursa has all these items against an Alchemist that got free Ags out, oh no.
Mid lane, it looks like they found out Nico Baby. They get the stun, they get the kill. Still no buyback gold on the monkeys. FNG also dies. Buyback on the Abaddon. Now Limp, he's stuck in the Dream Coil, and there's an angry pair ready to shred him apart. They'll buy back on Limp. Gonna move back in, but Leo Style just dancing around now with the Styles on the Ember. They'll go back around towards the tier 3 mid tower. Egg gonna blow up. MJ, he gets a reset. Alliance, they'll still be able to hold high ground, but for how long? MNZ's not done. He couldn't quite get a range for the Abyssal Blade stun. S4 gonna move in, but he gets stunned up immediately into the follow-up Boris Punch. It's not gonna be enough yet, but S4, he's in danger. He's gone. He'll buy back, but they've lost another. Hanskin, he will die. He'll commit the buyback, but all buybacks are gone, and it's a 2v5 scenario. Thunder Predator, they know this.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
There's 18 seconds without the Monkey King to boot. Do you go tier 4s or do you go Megas? They're going Megas. They'll go to the top rats. Chance. Oh, Moose. He found another S4. Just trying to hide in the tree line. But Moose is all over it. He gets the vision. They'll get a full team wipe going. It's only Nico, Baby, and FNG left. And they call it. They've had enough. They have had enough. Thunder Predator surprising us again in game 1. Up against the Lions. Not like a broken record, John, but this task moves the amount.